Well, we ended the last video and we were taking off this fitting here. We swooped this way 90, and we swooped around again 90. Then I have to laugh. Each video I gotta laugh at this because it's a joke. Then back 90, then 45 and wide branch into these two ducts here. And a lot of this is very unnecessary. Headroom over there doesn't really matter. It's a utility room, right? So why worry about, you know, here's a different story along here. You got your headroom. And in the corners, not as much. Oh, I almost fell over there. There's one of your fittings. There's the 90. This is your throat. That's your heel down there. And this is your top and bottom. But that's what it's called in sheet metal. Someone looks like they have a label on this, so they did order this stuff. They just didn't do a good job on it. There's your S-cleat. See the your metal slides in there on one side like a sandwich, and then on the other side, and then another piece of metal from the other fitting goes in and slides in here to that inch. And these are 1/2 inch drive edges right here. So again, that's your, what's that? That's your throat, that's your heel, that's your sides, A and B if you want to call them. That's how they do them on the computer when they design it now. This Y branch, I think I'm going to use it. I'm going to take it off here. I'm going to extend it. I'm going to make it a plenum takeoff if I can reuse this plenum on the Scotty add-on. And then this swooping duct will be the one. I'm going to run it across here, and then I'm going to tag some pipes off it because I can duct to go in the lower basement. Like I said, I don't think I'm really going to work this basement. And anyways, we got the Scotty all unhooked. She's unhooked off of there. You can see I pulled it off of there, right here, or you're looking there. I left the boot on there. Return her side. I hope it doesn't fold over. It's really, I think it's 28 gauge metal, some of this stuff. Some of it might be 30. And then you got that take off. And I'm going to straighten the flanges on that, and I'll take that back over, and I'll hook that to the Scotty plenum also. That being right there, that's the Scotty plenum. So let's see if the old guy can move this stuff. Move my little bench and my tools. And we'll see if we can make sure nothing's impeded here. Nothing's catching. I think we're pretty good. I ended the wiring. I think I ended the high voltage here. Yeah, that all looks good. So I think we can spin this. You'll be able to see. Spin this furnace around. It's not light, folks, I'll tell you that. It's going to be great service again to the oil burner stove. Oil burner furnace, sorry. Service now. And this is where the Scotty 250-pound furnace would in on. Oh, this wood add-on furnace is not a light. It's not light. It's definitely not light. We want to have enough access back in here so that we can get at this. We can always remove this chimney, which is pretty close. close to being straight off the stack. Something like that. I haven't quite measured 90 degrees off the chimney, but that's pretty close. That's where that Scotty should have been in the first place. Yeah, I'm gonna have to branch this over, this duct here. I don't know if you can see that on the camera or not. Back up here. These ducts are gonna miss a little bit. So, I may have to get a metal shop to make me some fittings. The same with the return air duct. I'm gonna have to do this side and put a piece of metal in here. I'm gonna popper it in so it doesn't rattle forever. We'll take this return air side. We'll cut a new access hole on the left here. And then we'll walk over. And I feel one of those 90s over there is going to be able to swoop right into the oil furnace. What's the throat on it? Only a couple inches. We might have to come off with a piece of duct because I don't want to go back further. And that's sitting pretty well flat. I'll have to get my level, but that looks pretty plumb to me, or close to it. I can always shim it at the front too. Yeah, that's a good spot for that. If we brought it back over this way a little bit, we would hit that now. I'm really concerned with this main duct here. That looks like physically. Okay folks, I don't need any help. I've only got a little disc on my back, and I can feel I'm sweating from the pain. Yeah, we might come over this way a little bit more. Just enough for a plenum takeoff to there. Yeah, I think this is the way we're going to run it. So we're going to have to offshoot the duct, but I'll figure it out. I'm going to run it a lot safer than what they were running it. That's for sure. And here's the pipe. You know, here's a, what, 4-foot section. 3, there's 7, and then a 90 and a short piece. Another elbow, and like I said, anything that's an elbow constitutes in air conditioning and heating and stack and breaching. That counts for 5 feet of static pressure. So all these 90s were in this line that came out of the furnace, out of the Scotty at the back there, went across the back of that furnace, 90'd again, hooked up with this stack with, where's the draft diverter? I think it's on this plate here. Here it is. And a wood stove shouldn't have a draft diverter. No wood burning appliance should have a draft diverter. That's your draft diverter. Breaks the venting action of the chimney. Now the oil furnace, that'll go back on. Oil furnace must have one. You'll start sucking the flame back up the chimney, and it won't burn properly. It'll be a bad burn. Won't be a complete burn. And you want a complete burn with oil. You want a complete burn with any hydrocarbon gas, whether it be natural gas or propane. See that? It hasn't been used much. That's the heat exchanger in there. And I'm pretty happy to see that it's not rusty. I don't think this furnace is used very much. But once I get the plenum off, we'll get a look down in there. Here, you can see this blower now. See, with the light here, see the spacing around that blower? It's just sitting there. Look, see? It's just sitting there. It's got to be installed in that hole. It's pressure. You can't have back pressure from the blower. You got to push it through. You got to make static pressure. You can't do that with, well, maybe it's not 3 inches, maybe 2 inches around that. And by the looks of it, I can refasten it. You see the clamps in there, eh? The bars. I can fix this right up. Yep, I can just make that, see the block end on the blower? The piece of tin right there? Yeah, I can fix this blower to this furnace, no problem. And the chimney, I put a baggie in there, but that's right there. You know, that's 6-8 inches high of just dirt, and not dirt, creosote. Powdered chunk of creosote. Chunks of creosote. Sorry folks, I'm tired. So again, here's the back of the Scotty. Can't see much in there. I disconnected the fan center. This is the thermostat wires for the Scotty, so we'll be hooking them up in there. Back onto the fan center. And then there's a wire that comes from the other fan center. I guess they're hooking parallel, I'd imagine. Because there's the other thermostat wire. And that came from this furnace, so I got some checking out to do. I got some research to do here. Look at that heat exchanger. That's not bad. Heat exchanger solid. Solid! Good to know. I thought I was going to be changing this furnace, but right on. Right friggin' on. I don't know if I can get that light over here where I can see that heat exchanger. Yeah, see, no rust. Best light I can get in there. It's not rusty. It'd be flaky rusty if it was well used. Well, that's a good sign. I don't have to replace this oil furnace. Altman's Heating did this too. I'll have to have a talk with Altman's Heating and see who did the Scotty add-on, because it's quite the joke. But there, she's moved. She's ready to go. I still got to take the ductwork down that extends over here. Where are we? 12 minutes. We still got enough time. Back into this basement. We're going to take down, that's where it comes through over there. We're going to take down that run over to there and clean it all out. I'm going to pull down these runs and make sure there's no mouse poop or nothing in them. And for now, I think I'm just going to put it back up the way they designed it. And next summer when I have time, or maybe in the fall or something, because I got gardening crops to get going here, I'll fix this up. But that's just bad, eh? See, that runs all the way over there. If that would have came straight down, which there's rim right here, I'd probably run a 6-inch pipe right through here, or 5-inch, and it is 5-inch through the pipes. And what you do with metal to copper, you got a galvanic cell, so just wrap that in duct tape around there. If it touches the pipes, then it's not going to start a galvanic cell. And then that run that's, you know, look at this. This is another nightmare. A 90 down, a 90 opposed, coming this way. I don't know how many lengths of pipe. 3, 5 foot, almost 5 foot. Then we 45 to 90 here. And then we went over and we did a 45 side takeoff, ductwork side takeoff. And you can see they didn't tape. I tape all this stuff. And I don't even think they hooked the other side where you push the tabs over. I don't think they did that. So anyways, that'll go straight across. It'll have this. It'll have a takeoff like this. And it'll go bang straight over and up. That's just a waste of pipe and static pressure. Anyways, we're done for the day. I'm tired. I injured my back in 1986 lifting an air conditioner, and by 89 I was paralyzed from the waist down on the right hand side. So this is a little bit rough on me. This used to be my job. Brian and I used to do the heat pump in the morning and an air conditioner, central AC in the afternoon, and we lived north of Keswick and Island Grove at the time, hour north of Toronto. We were home by 4:30, 5 o'clock, but the other guys were still doing their installations. So is this a little bit scary? Not really. See, we're straight on with that duct. Geez, we almost hit that plenum. I almost want to go higher with that plenum. I think that's what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to get another plenum made that comes right up, you know, maybe 2 inches from the joist. So then I can bang this. I can put this duct. I can lower this a little bit, but I'd rather have this higher up to here.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm done. I got the furnace moved. Okay, I'm shutting off the video. Everybody have a good one. When I get some more progress done, I'll do another video on this. Maybe I'll do a video on when I pull the yellow burner out of this furnace. Everybody have a good one, safe one. Do your social distancing, and don't watch any bullshit on YouTube. Catch you later. Bye for now.